What are some guy secrets girls don't know about? Sometimes we use a stream of RP to try and clean poop stains on the bottom of toilet bowls. Chaotic good. Ever try to bus or through a turd via power piss? Billy Mays here with the power piss. Now you can harness the power of your pissing velocity thanks to the first ever penile attachment specifically designed to increase your peeing pressure. It puts the C into pissing. R.I.P. Billy Mays. I had a girl tell me that my haircut looked nice. I've kept that same haircut for 4 years since then. Dude, I got a compliment about some shorts I was wearing that I was unsure if they looked good or not. Those are now my favorite shorts. 15 years later, I'd really like my husband to stop wearing the first shirt I ever complimented him on. It's too small and has holes in it, but I can throw it away and he always finds it. Just because we're in the shower for an abnormally long time doesn't mean we are jerking off. Guys like to have long hot showers too, you know. Yeah, it's freezing outside the shower. There has been times that I've tried to get out of my shower, felt the cold air from outside the curtain hit me, then proceeded to get back in and turn the water back to hot. Yes, sometimes I just zone out and stand there for like 5 minutes. 40 asterisk. It's not that we can't take hints, we are just afraid of looking too far into something. If someone is flirting with me, I have the dilemma of, is she actually into me, or is this just how her personality is? Exactly. 1. Take the hint, and it was what we thought, but flirting successful. 2. Take the hint, and I was wrong. Relation with her ruined. Entire group shames me until the heat death of the universe. Edit. I didn't meant my friends shame me, but other people more close to her will for sure. It's like something I saw on Reddit a while back. 1. Girls don't casually compliment guys because chances are it won't be taken as platonic. 2. Guys tend to be complimented so rarely they assume it's not platonic. I feel like I probably butchered it from the original, but hopefully that makes sense. I can't count the number of times that I ruined potential relationships or made an ass out of myself when I moved from the west coast of the US to the south. In the south, they use honey, sweetie, and darling like those in the west used to. I thought every woman I met was flirting with me. They were not. Boners don't automatically mean arousal. That will never be said enough. True. Most of the time I'm not even aware of it happening. Until you move slightly and suddenly your gentleman sausage is in the most uncomfortable position ever. Cannot stress this enough. Do you know how awkward it is to have your mum wake you up and tell you to get straight out of bed to do something? Let me deal with my pitched tent before I get out of bed, please. I was sick when I was in my early teens maybe, and my neighbor and a couple other girls that I was friends with in the area stopped by to see how I was because I had been down and out for a few days. I'm in my room with all the curtains drawn feeling like I'm dying and under like 3 thick blankets. My mom thinks, let's let them in and they can see for themselves. She lets them into my room and tries to tell me to get up, that I have company. When I just grunt dismissively, she grabs the covers and rips them back so I can't try to roll over and bury myself in them. Thankfully I had a shirt and pajamas bottoms on, but I can never understand her thought process after all these years as to why she thought that was a good idea. Female here. Mom used to do that to me too. I moved out for a few years, got engaged, and it fell through, and I moved back in with her for a short while at 25. And she went back into her old habits. I'm her daughter, and this is her house, so she can go wherever she wants whenever she wants. She knocked on my door. I was halfway through saying hold on, and she just barged in. I was naked. It was awkward. I didn't even try to hide it. She did this, and she can deal with the consequences. She started waiting for the okay to come in after that. If you want something to happen between us, you gotta meet us halfway. If we are not making a move, we are probably doing our best to not fuck it up. when girls don't do anything and expect us to just take charge. Like, I got no problem long as I have some form of acknowledgement that you are down for that. Nothing equals no for me. I grew sick of guy standards when dating. Sister set me up with the number of a friend of a friend. We text off and on for a week. Went on a simple coffee date, but I wasn't feeling it, so I never pursued anything after that. Apparently she was upset and wanted to hear from me again, and my sister told me what I did was rude. Why? I had no interest in seeing her again, was already 3 dates in with another girl I liked more, and who's now my wife, so clearly I made the right call. But what bugged me the most? She had my number as well, and could have texted me herself if she was interested in a second date. That's not how it works. You're the guy, you text or call her. Right, which I didn't do, which should tell you and her how I felt the date went. If we are not making a move, we are probably doing our best to not fuck it up. My life in a sentence. I like hugs. You monster, I bet you like hand holding too. Fucking degenerates SMH. We can't move our penis without closing our butthole. You just made men all over the internet clench their ass. That's power you can't buy. R/shit is superpowers. Holy shit, this is huge. I didn't even know this. I'm gonna wait for people to deny that they tried this. I'm pooping. Have made a mess but confirmed. We don't get the hint. Saying I almost broke my neck in the driveway is not the same as asking us to shovel it. In my mind I'm thinking thanks for the heads up, I'll be careful. If it is hot outside and you see a guy do some wacky dance, they are just unsticking their balls. You fool. You've destroyed us. Not yet. With the rise in dumb 9-year-olds doing Fortnite dances, we might escape with only our virginities. I'm not staring at you, I'm zoned out thinking about how I'd start a brewery in medieval England whilst my eyes just happen to be facing your direction. That awkward moment when you zone back in and you are staring at someone you don't know that wasn't in front of you a moment ago, and they are looking back at you. Sorry, I was wondering if I could conquer 12th century England with a single firearm and zoned out. Guys also like to be walked up to and asked out. My current girlfriend, soon to be fiancé, asked me out. We worked at the same company and she just came up to me and said, "Hey Justy Burger, I think you and I should go get dinner tonight." I asked her who else was going and she said, "I think it'd be nice if it was just you and me." So yay, that was pretty cool. There is a guy at my office I really want to ask out, and you might have just given me the courage to do it. Edit. Not sure if anyone will see this, but today I talked to him casually for a few minutes at lunch. Our first time talking. We've only smiled at each other until now, and before he left the office later in the day, he stopped by my desk and asked me out. Yay. Happened to me once, but it was another dude who thought I was gay. Still flattering. Felt good. As a favor, I worked on a girl's car one time and got pretty dirty. Afterwards, she asked me if I wanted to come inside and take a shower. I told her no, because I hadn't brought any clean clothes to put on after the shower. She just kinda giggled. Yeah, us guys aren't exactly too bright when it comes to reading between the lines. How many nights have you laid awake replaying this what if in your mind? I've lost count. 1987. Tuesday. Johnny Mopper shows up to do plumbing work. Woman opens door wearing negligees. Sorry ma'am, I'll come back later. 1988. A Friday evening. A tenant calls saying her and her friend can't get the electricity to work. 2 young women are in the apartment. They are scantily clad. One whispers to the other, "He's as good looking as you said." Johnny Mopper asks what the problem is. One says this isn't working and holds up a Hitachi magic wand. Johnny Mopper presses the button and the vibrator roars to life. Problem seems to be fixed. The ladies invite him to stay a while and have some wine and hang out just in case. That's alright. Don't want to intrude. And he politely leaves the pouting girls behind. Similar story for me. In 9th grade, my friend and I were hanging out with a third friend, who was a girl I had a crush on. Eventually she invites us back to her house to continue hangs, and turns out her parents are out of town and her older brother was staying with his girlfriend, so it's just the three of us. We watch some shit on TV and eventually my friend says it's getting late, and he has to go home, so he does, and now it's just me and her sitting on the couch watching Seinfeld. Eventually she turns to me and says, "Would you like to see my new bathing suit?" In my brain, I thought she meant she would go get it, bring it back in her hands, and hold it out, and show it to me. I really wasn't interested in that scenario, so I said nah. She said oh, okay. We watched TV for another 20 minutes then I went home. I figured out what she meant 11 years later. Oh bro, that sucks. RIP younger you. The witch's kiss, when your dick touches the toilet bowl while you're taking a dump. Then there's Poseidon's kiss when the splashback touches your ass. Then there is Medusa's stare, when you look in the mirror while rubbing one out. Because looking at yourself makes you rock hard? Yes. Sometimes we want to not do anything cause the dicks get hard for no reason. Many are hey come, do your chores having to be deflected with yeah in a minute while you wait. As a male HS teacher, I both hear this all the time and have sympathy for the boys. Billy, please write your answer on the board. UHH, just a minute Mr. Pup HD. Gotta find my homework. He's not fooling me. He knows he's not fooling me. But, part of the guy code is to mutually pretend that I'm fooled. Female teachers need to be told this in our education classes. Honestly, I wish there had been a lesson in my education classes on how to deal with the awkward moments teenagers experience. Female teachers to be could have been taught how to handle boys having random boners without embarrassing the boy. Male teachers to be could have been taught something I had to learn the hard way. What to do when a girl gets her period in your class and bleeds through her clothes. Education classes did not prepare me for cleaning menstrual blood off the seat of a desk.